This is a brief update of the chart of last week, the Emini Standard & Poor's 500. So the chart is almost the same. The condition to see C equals A with a target of 974.58 as the main target of C equals A. Needed a extreme break to the upside of the 900 resistance, as we saw last week. That couldn't be achieved. It was tried several times, but it wasn't possible to consolidate that break. As we can see, the upper shadows of the bars, of the candlestick bars, show weakness to continue to the upside, and we have a 54% chance of a new low. As long as we see the next days, even in the case 900 holds as a resistance, if we see that we don't see a new low on the zone of 814, the possibility of C equals A remains. So to see how are the chances of this movement, will show the intraday chart instead of this chart. This chart is the continuous contact of the Emini. The other one will be the December contact of the Emini. This is the intraday chart, 30 minutes of the December contact of the Emini Standard & Poor's. The 30 minutes election is because this is the count, the wave count more approximate to my own count. The difference of this count is as this label wave 1 is over here on we have the big wave. So we have a wave 1 over here, wave 2 over here, and wave 3 over here. Take into account that I'm not saying 1 or A. That situation is because we are now sure that this is the third wave up until the close of the last 5 days. When I chart intraday chart, I usually use the continuous timing, not only bit hours, just 24 electronic trading. So we have over here the count. Remember, this would be our ended one. So we have an ellipse support in this case that signaled the end of wave B or 2, and we have an upwards movement when we had a buy signal over here. We have it on the directional movement index in this bar when we had a low of 859, but actually the strong signal was when we crossed to the upside the 840 with a key reversal on the Emini futures. So up until the level of C equals A, meaning 852 was A equals C. So this is the A, this is the C. But when we cross 863, we have in an obvious third wave, so we look for the targets, and as we can see, the Fibonacci targets work pretty good. So we ended up last Fridays with a strong buy signal that's still going on. It gave us a 30 points tail. All day practically was a 40 points trade, a good trade actually. Implicit in this wave count is that we need a remember, in the 24 hours electronic, not in the regular trading hours, could be in the in the trading of the 24 hours market, beginning Sunday at 7 p.m. If I remember accurately. We need a 20 points correction. Why 20 points? Because we have over here a 30 minutes chart, and we can see we have 5 bars, and we need another 5 bars in a correction. We need 5 bars, or we could say 4 to 6, to remain with a symmetry of waves from these 2 and the potential 4 at some point. And we need not only the same amount of bars given a one-third relationship, but the same amount of points if we took into account 48 to 34. We are talking more or less 14 points. So the the fourth wave shouldn't have more than 20 points in a counter-trend movement that will allow us to see a look for the 900 resistance. But the main issue here is that in this movement it's clear that it's an impulse, and we could see a break of 900 resistance to complete in daily terms C equals A, as we see at the beginning of this video. And in a more important issue, we have over here this blue bar that give us this break or reversal target of 896.16. The near 900 resistance should make the target of a break or reversal in 900 instead of 896, meaning that if we cross in a consolidated way to the upside 900, the movement will accelerate, will gain speed, and will achieve the daily target of C equals A. After that, we see if we have enough strength to continue to the upside. But remember, the probabilities of a new low still are high in a daily chart, so we have to be extra careful of the trades we made. But as we can see, the Friday was a clear trade of 40 points, so we took that, and we see if we can manage to get into, if the analysis continues to show this fifth wave on Monday or Tuesday, and if we can see that, we will be able to do at least 20 to 30 points if a fifth wave is confirmed.